Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's One Piece Treasure Cruise video, we are going to challenge the new arena versus Young Shinobu, and I will be showcasing 3 different teams for you to very easily beat it. Without further ado, let's beat the new arena Shinobu. The first team will be using a versus Ace captain with a Bonney friend captain. This team is extremely strong, so you don't really need to use any specific supports, only stat boosters. And for your ship you can use Ho for more EXP or whatever ship you want. In stage number 1, make sure at some point you swap your Nami to Robin and just stall for your specials. Another thing that will be beneficial in a bit is for you to gather RCV slots or as many as you can on your int units. Now for versus Ace it doesn't matter. And if Shirahoshi and Manseri doesn't have one, it's not a big deal either, because do not forget, their dual form is not boosted by versus Ace. Specifically, more important to have an RCV slot on Capone for stage number 4. The reason you need to gather RCV slots is mainly because you do not want to get block slots in the next turn, because that might ruin your run in stage number 4 and you won't have enough damage. With this team probably not, but with every team generally in this arena you need to have it in mind. You are not going to need the versus ability of Ace, so do not bother farming the slots. Now in stage number 3 against Raizo, he will bind our slots for 6 turns. Some of your units, if limit broken, will resist some turns, but generally keep attacking Raizo and also swapping Shirahoshi Manseri, so in 3 turns you will be able to take him out, move on, and also in stage 4 there will be no more slot bind. As you see, again swapping Shirahoshi and Manseri. Do not take him out in 2 turns though, you need to take him out in turn number 3. You shouldn't worry about the HP cuts. If you have enough HP to survive his hits, you're gonna be absolutely fine. In turn 3, swap for the last time, attack and take out Raizo. Against Kinemon now, in stage number 4, we need to deal with the damage reduction shield and the defense up for 3 turns, and this team also needs Ain to have a double special activation and also be placed in the bottom row. First, activate her twice to get rid of both the defensive effects and also the bind for your middle row units. Then, make sure you activate Capone so he actually gives your team an attack boost, but not all of the units. He will give one on himself because obviously he is driven, and he will also boost the other shooter units like Ace. Finally, activate versus Ace and he should be the only unit that's not going to have an RCV slot, or maybe him and Shira Manseri, but everyone else should. Then attack, end on Capone, and the damage will be more than enough for you to take out Kinemon. For the final stage, even with the Sailor Despair, we won't have any problems. We do not need our Sailor abilities with this specific team, especially because we have a friend Captain Bonney and she will deal with a lot of things in the final stage. First off, Ace will give you your specials back because of his Captain ability, and then you want to activate your Captain Bonney's special. That will give you a full board of RCV slots, she will get rid of block slots and empty slots, and then you want to also activate Shirahoshi Manseri after her, and the slots will be back to type slots. No problem though, we still have the super type. With Shirahoshi Manseri of course you get rid of the blindness and also the attack down, and then Nami Robin will give you an ore boost and also deal with paralysis. Finally activate the super type so you get RCV slots again, and then start the chain with Ace. Make sure you hit the perfect, break the barrier, and very easily do enough damage to beat Young Shinobu. The next team will once again have a friend captain super type Bonney, but this time The team will be using Halloween Mihawk as captain. He is very useful. Instead of getting rid of the special rewind, he will actually get rid of paralysis in the final stage. Again, for stage 3, you want to make sure you enter the stage with as many of your int units having an RCV slot. For Luffytaro Zorojuro and Karasu, you do not really care because they are not boosted by Mihawk, only a little bit by Bonney's captain ability. Keep swapping Luffytaro Zorojuro though, so you can get rid of the slot bind, and then in turn 3, attack Raizo and take him out for good. With this team, I am using support Halloween Ace on Luffytaro Zorojuro, and the Amphibious Nostra Castello is pretty important for maximum damage, but I am pretty certain that this team can clear with Ho as well. Now for stage 4, make sure that Luffytaro Zorojuro is in the bottom row, and then support Ace will activate, reducing bind. Then swap Zoro to Luffy to completely remove bind, and then activate Halloween free-to-play Robin so she gets rid of the defense up. Then activate Halloween Mihawk to get rid of the damage reduction and also gain an attack boost. Finally, you also want to activate the super type special of Bonney so she completely removes Sailor Despair, meaning that Karasu can resist special bind in the following turn. Attack with everyone, of course ending on the int units, and very easily take care of stage 4. Have in mind that Luffytaro Zorojuro is not really replaceable by Shirahoshi Matsuri in this team, simply because Luffy and Zoro give Bonney her super type, and you also need to have a bind reducing support like Halloween Ace. For the final stage, Mihawk will get rid of the paralysis, Robin, because of her Sailor, will get rid of the blindness, and then Karasu will resist special bind. If you want a bit extra damage, it's not necessary though, you can activate Mihawk's super type ability. If you decide to activate it, make sure you do it before you activate Bonney. Now activate Karasu here to remove the special bind and get your specials back. Then activate Crocodile to remove attack down and get a color affinity boost for your int units. Then activate Bonney to get as many RCV slots as possible and also a chain lock. And finally, you want to activate Luffytaro to get, of course, an ore boost for your Slasher and Free Spirit units, meaning Mihawk and Bonney will be boosted, so attack with them last. This team does a lot of damage, so even if you don't have a full board of RCV slots, you will most likely still be able to beat. For the final team, you will be using a Halloween Ace with a friend captain V3 Katakuri. They are a very strong combo, but you need to make certain that Katakuri, especially out of your int units, won't have a block slot when you enter stage 3. If he has a block slot, you lose. It's not really hard to get him an RCV slot, so make sure you do so. The more int units have an RCV slot, the better. Another very important thing, you need to get Katakuri's super type ability before stage 4. So in the first 3 stages, make sure you absorb enough damage to get it. And the final thing is that you actually need the Amphibious Nostra Castello to get enough damage with this team and beat Shinobu in the final stage. As you can see in stage 3, we keep swapping Borsalino and Sakazuki, the Kizuna unit, and in turn 3 you attack Raizo and take him out. In stage 4 now, against Kinemon, is where you absolutely need a matching slot on Katakuri. As you can see here, we are absolutely fine, he does not have a block slot, and what you want to do is activate Ace to remove the bind and get an attack boost, then activate Jinbe to remove both of the defensive effects, and finally activate Kizuna, Borsalino and Sakazuki to get an ore boost for Katakuri. Attack with everyone, ending the chain on Katakuri, or at least have him towards the end, so you do the maximum amount of damage possible and you beat Kinemon. For the boss stage now, you will most likely have less than 30% HP, meaning that you will get the maximum boost from the Amphibious Nostra Castello, but also V3 Katakuri. That is pretty important to clear because this team is on the verge of beating Shinobu, so having every possible bit of damage will help you. Activate Chopper here to pretty much deal with every single debuff in this stage, and after him make sure you activate Kizuna Luffy and Boa Hancock, while on Boa of course, to get matching slots and also a color affinity boost. Finally, we have V3 Katakuri. You want to activate his special for an attack boost and also his super type ability to make sure you also get the conditional attack boost. After that, you are ready to attack, starting with the Psi units, ending on of course the int ones, and you want to hit all of your perfects to take care of Shinobu. And these are my teams for Arena vs Shinobu. If you have any questions, as always, tell me in the comments down below, and if the video helped out, make sure you leave a like, I would really appreciate it, and also subscribe to the channel for more OPTC content. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.